Well, hello, everybody. As Josh returns from whatever activity he was doing, we welcome you in.
I close the door.
Big, see? Very important to close the door. Hate when people come in my room and don't close the door, by the way.
God, hate that, man.
Top
Well, my
tier
door's mostly
pet.
open, though, because I got the dogs in here all the time, so they be running in and out. So I even go to bed with my door open.
See, bro, my door is closed 99% of the time.
Yeah,
My,
my door's broken as
my
shit.
door is closed when I'm at my crib alone.
Really?
I'm a
Hell
door.
no, you're crazy for that.
Nah,
You are crazy for that.
yo, listen, because when someone break into the crib, door's closed, bro. At least I got
You
a
make
little
sure your
bit of that.
doors are locked at night, though, right? Like you be.
Nah.
No.
Oh, wait. Do you mean my house doors?
Yeah, like all of it, everything.
My
Windows.
bedroom door not locked.
Nah, not your bedroom door, but like you don't
I'm
get you
on.
close your door home alone. I'm a paranoid guy though. I'm paranoid. Like
See, I'm paranoid too. That's why it's closed, because if my door all of a sudden opens, I'm out the window.
no, I need the door open so I can hear if that front door is open, and I'm not expecting anybody right away. It's like hello, that's happened, dude. People have just walked into my house.
Why are your doors not locked?
No, like during the day, like I'll be
Why
at
are they
home.
not locked?
Well, because I DoorDash. I gotta go out, come in. I'm not gonna lock it every time I come back home. But like people have walked into my house and been like, "Is Henry here?" And that's my dad. I'm like, even if he is, I don't know. Like,
Yes.
why are you walking in my house?
See, bro.
People are crazy, man.
No. Christian said, "Why do you hate me, Connie?" I mean, I do, but why do
Why
you
do you
say
hate
that?
him?
I don't know. I don't
I
even know
love
what
you,
you're talking.
Christian. If that makes up
I
for
guarantee
Connie
this is
hating you.
about some. Let me take a guess. It's gonna be about trade on Dynasty on Sleeper that I probably haven't replied to, and it's because I don't have my Sleeper notifications on.
It's
Nor
still the
will
off season, man. We ain't
exactly.
on sleeper yet. I
Nor
need that
no.
rookie
I
draft
have them
though.
off during the season. Like I just never have them on.
Yeah.
No, Connie, just mean to me now. All love. Just mean to you? Listen, Christian, you say some things that annoy me. I got to hear Rams in 4 one more time. I might literally
Rams in
block you.
four. Rams in four, baby.
Or, poor little old me. Oh, everybody hates California people.
Christian, all I've been seeing from him lately is he's defending the shit out of USC.
The big USC guy, Christian is. See, I
Big.
can't go after him for that because, well, USC could be good. Whenever I
They
don't
should
know.
be. I think this year they're going to turn up.
Hate. I just can't. God, I can't do college sports. I really can't. Which is gonna
I'm
make
excited. I love college sports now, man. I am
Do
big
you?
time.
Is it because of the betting though? See,
It
you
is.
degenerate.
Well, it's not because of the betting anymore. Like that's how it started. Now I just enjoy watching it. But also, yeah, the betting part got me into it.
It's understandable though. It is.
I've slowed down on the betting though. I'm tired of being this degenerate guy losing all his money. I'm tired of
Oh
it.
yeah.
Yeah, and even though I do have later today when we get to NBA, have a underdog parlay for us.
Oh
Head over
wait,
there, use
I was
code Gen Z.
talking about Underdog Fantasy, where you could sign up and use code Gen Z to double your first deposit up to $100 to get a little extra milk, as I like to say. You
That
could
is
take
the
listen. You could take your wallet here. Listen to this one, Josh. From fat free to whole. You hear this?
the,
You
the
can
whole.
take your wallet from fat-free milk to whole milk in one day by using code Gen Z to double your first deposit up to $200. That is
Beautiful.
Underdog Fantasy, by the way. And listen, and if you miss us, say it. And you haven't also, by the way, gone over to the YouTube channel Generational Sports, subscribe to that, and you could be watching us live right now. It's scrolling along at the bottom of the page.
I'll actually give one right now because I do have one for the Sixers Heat game. I
Okay.
have, I believe it was. I didn't write that one down, but I'm pretty sure it was Maxi 2 threes,
Okay.
Tobias Harris over 18 and a half. Jimmy's points, rebounds, and assists. I think it was like 34, 37 and a half, somewhere between there. Took that one, and then Bam's rebounds.
Okay.
So, that's it right there. But I really like my Dallas Phoenix one, so stick around for that. I really,
See,
really
that's
like
what we
that.
call a tease in the business.
Mhm.
Listen, Josh, this is almost been a tease because it's been 4 minutes. I haven't even asked.
Did you win the game?
Josh, say, all right, let's pull back the curtain a little bit here as well, guys. We started a little late today, if you didn't notice, and well, it's my fault. because see, here's Josh. I also don't look at it as my fault though. Maybe just I think it's the I think it's yeah. I started listen. We were started late because I was in an MLB The Show game. Okay, but Josh, in my defense, I started the game at 6:30.
Mm.
Like I gave myself a half hour to play this
Is
game.
this online or is this like
Oh
a
yeah, online.
dynasty mode? Okay.
Oh yeah, Diamond Dynasty got a beautiful team going right now. Beautiful team. New season just started as well. So got to try and get those new rewards and everything. But yeah, Josh, see the only reason we're here right now is because I made the kid quit.
Rage quitted.
About the third inning, I hit a nice 2-run home run with Kyle Tucker, and then
Don't know who that is.
in about the seventh inning, bottom of the seventh inning, I hit another 2-run home run with Kyle Tucker, make it 4-0. He saw that ball go over the wall. He said, "Yeah, I'm calling me Wheezy because I'm out of here."
This isn't an MLB show really at all, but I do have a question. I've been seeing a lot of people talk about like juiced balls, pause, in the league. So, like, what does that mean? Like, how is the ball like what makes it like it goes further or something? Like,
All
how
right,
does that
Josh,
work?
let me give you a ball breakdown here. And see, Josh, I wanted to make you laugh so
I
bad.
knew you did. I knew you were gonna say something. I was,
I was trying to make you laugh
not,
on that one. I saw a
not
little
another
smile.
big pause show. Not another big pause show.
No, this might be a humongous pause show. So basically, there was they've changed the baseballs a lot. They've raised like because it's weird. Like you wouldn't really think of it, but like if you raise the seams on the baseball even by a tad bit, pitchers can get more grip on it, which means that they can rotate the ball more, which makes it move more and it makes it do other things. And for a couple years, people were hitting like an ungodly amount of home runs. Like I'll use an example that I can use because I know it best. Like Brett Gardner, right? He's about literally probably like 5'10 at best, 5'9. Probably weighs about 200 pounds. But I mean, pretty muscular, all that, whatever. But slightly built in a way. Not like he's not 6'9", 285 Aaron Judge. That's like, oh, he can hit a lot of home runs. No. I think he hit like 26 home runs one year.
Mm.
And I'm like, okay, good for him. But like and then you would go around the MLB and like the MLB as a league was breaking home run records by like hundreds.
Right.
Like I think one year they hit like some ungodly amount of home runs for the total year, and it was like 600 more than the previous record. So it was
and they stopped. They decided to stop doing that. Like, isn't that good for the game? Like,
but see, that's the thing. But then it came out that they were doing that, and they didn't tell anybody. Like they didn't tell the players. They didn't tell.
They didn't even tell the league.
Nothing. So then it was like, well, what's going on here? What are we talking about?
Right.
And then last year it comes out that they were giving juice balls to like the nationally televised games or like the ones that were
I saw that about Schwarber with his home run recently. They were like, oh, they pulled out the juiced balls so he could hit that. The one where he was like on his knee or whatever.
Oh, I mean, they've apparently stopped doing it, which is also why this year home runs and everything are down again.
Mm-hmm.
Because now also you have to keep all baseballs in a humidifier, actually. So like all baseballs are kept in like this one tub, and it makes it so like different air in different places like doesn't do certain things, whatever. So all of the balls are supposed to be the same around all MLB parks.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what they're kind of trying to do now, and like home runs are down, batting average is down, and things like that. So it's been a weird couple of years for baseball where it's like the balls were juiced and everybody and their mother's hitting 35 home like the year the balls were juiced. If you had like it was weird to see somebody like below 20 home runs, which is not normal.
Yeah.
So
that is.
they've been weird, but yeah. Look at you, Josh. A baseball question.
No, I haven't been watching as much because when the season started, I was like, you know what? The same way I got into college football and college basketball through gambling, let me throw a couple bets out there. I have yet to win an MLB bet, so I'm
It's so
just done with it. Kinda, it's tough. Like I've been doing like to get a hit. Like I've been doing parlays kind of like that, or I've been doing like the overs have been kind of almost winning me parlays, but to get a hit, man, there've been so many. Like just when they make contact, I'm like, oh, that's it, that's gonna be a
yeah.
hit. But no, it's out line to first or whatever. I'm like, come on. So I'm
No,
I'm kind
it's
of out on MLB for now.
and it's funny. I keep wanting to ask you baseball questions because it's sometimes on the dock, and then like we'll go off into a tangent. I never have time to ask
Yeah.
it, but we'll get to it eventually. I swear. Um, but Josh, listen. Now it's been 11 minutes. I still have to ask you, how we doing? We're doing good.
Yeah, we're doing good. We're
Okay.
doing good. How are you doing, Connor?
You know, oh, hold on. We'll see if the Yankees turn this double play. Will be even better, and they did. So I'm fine now.
Nice.
Um, Josh, let me tell you something, bro. I am so busy at like, because here's my thing, and this might sound stupid to some people who like to be adventurous. Listen, first of all, I'm fat, so obviously, I don't like to be adventurous. There is almost nothing I love more, nothing, than laying in my bed.
The best. The
Like I
best.
swear, like if you gave me a weekend to myself, I really would probably lay in my bed. Swear to God, love it. Very comforting. Roll my fat self over, play a little Xbox, roll back, watch TV, and keep flopping.
Hmm.
Um, bro, like between school, which by the way ends next week, so I'm so very, very thankful. Um, my job at Hannaford's, obviously I started up at the Renegades, so there's the two jobs, school, three pods, and still, attempting to do a little, social life here and there. I got no time, bro. I haven't had a day to just wallow in bed in like a month. It's killing me.
That
Because I
is
used
tough.
to have because I used to have Sundays off. Like that was my day. I had
Hmm.
nothing to do on Sundays. Now the Renegades keep calling me. Yo, can you work this day? I'm like, sure. Why not? Hey,
Yeah.
can you work this day? I'm like, bro, sure. But I'm a busy man now, and let me tell you something. I wish I could lay in bed, but we're surviving. We're surviving. We're gonna get there.
We should go back to high school days, Not this adult
There's,
life.
you know
This
what?
adult
I
life
hated.
stinks.
I listen. I wish. Yeah, yeah. I just. I mean, I obviously was not a huge fan of people, so
Mhm.
uh, it's whatever. And the Hitman Heart. Oh, I love that.
The
Josh
hitman
the
heart.
Prophet. Glad to see y'all loved how the draft went. Couldn't be happy with how the Lane boys are looking right now. Now, Vic, you are a Jet fan, right? I keep seeing the
Ooh,
gang
you must
green.
really be happy after the draft then.
I was gonna say, I've heard a lot of people call you all winners.
Oh,
Now,
big time.
Vic, we're gonna get to the draft later in the show, so you better stick around for all of our draft thoughts. Okay, I want to see you around. All right, I want to see comments throughout the show. I want to see interaction. That includes everybody. Listen, people, we can't see your stuff on Twitter anymore, so make sure you are over on YouTube though, or Twitch, or Facebook, or the Colorcast. You can
Mm.
find me on there. So make sure you head on over there. But let's start it off, Josh. Font and Vera, nice little recap, Josh. I hate to tell you, I didn't watch a single second of it. Friday was one of those days that I had some things to attend to, so I didn't get a chance to watch a single moment of it. So tell me how it went.
Yeah, well, you missed a good one. It looked like Font was really going for a knockout early. The first round, I think he got close to 100 punches thrown, like just in the first round. And it looked like they were landing, but they really weren't. Cheeto was doing a very good job with his guard, and he really didn't throw anything in kind of the first round, half of the second round. But then when he did start throwing, he was picking his spots beautifully. If you go and look at like the significant strikes landed, I'm pretty sure Font's going to win that. But then if you go look at both of them after the fight, Font is beat up and bloodied, and Cheeto looks like he doesn't have a scratch on him. He was doing great with the leg kicks, was throwing a lot of high kicks, was countering so quickly. I've never seen him time it as well as he did that fight. and Cheeto wound up winning by decision. And he even got a little cocky in the fight. In the middle of the 5th round, he did a little shimmy. He dodged a hit, took a step back, and did a little shimmy. I was like, geez, Cheeto, okay. But before this fight, Cheeto was 10, and Font was 5. So I mean, Cheeto's probably most likely moving up to top 5 now. I haven't checked the rankings to see if they already moved him up. But I mean, that division's tough. I think Cheeto, it's kind of tough. It's crazy because a while ago we're like, man, Cheeto, his only impressive win is really over O'Malley, and that doesn't really count because O'Malley broke his leg in the middle of the fight, so he kind of couldn't do anything. But now it's kind of looking like, I don't know, Cheeto kind of seems like the better fighter than O'Malley. O'Malley's finally ranked after his last win. And I thought a Cheeto loss might get us an O'Malley-Cheeto rematch. I don't know if him moving up to the top 5, I don't know if Dana's going to give O'Malley a top 5 fight. And I don't even know when O'Malley fights again, but I'm guessing it'll be a ranked fight. Maybe he moves up to the top 10 and then we get the rematch with 2 top 10 fighters. That would be much better for the sport. Obviously, Dana's probably looking for that to happen. But I really want that fight to happen again. The way Cheeto's been fighting lately, O'Malley been consistent ever since he got in. Really need that fight to happen. But yeah, it was a good fight.
Well, I might have to go back, take a gander at it one of these days.
Mm-hmm.
Yo, listen, Vic, I'm not gonna lie. You said I was looking at the Amanda Undisputed bout in boxing. It was a bit let down because I feel
Who won that?
That they robbed her and gave it to the current champ for what I think is a rematch setup.
Amanda lost?
Yeah, Amanda lost to who was the other
I
girl?
don't even remember who it was.
Oh my god. What was it's Amanda what? Like
Amanda Serrano, I believe.
Amanda Serrano. All right. Who did she lose to? Katie Taylor. There we go.
Katie Taylor. Katie Taylor's good though.
Yo, That's went crazy. Back and watched the highlights of that fight. That might be one of the greatest fights in boxing history.
Really? I'm going to check it out.
Like they posted the full highlights basically of that fight. I mean, obviously not every second, but like each round they posted the hot. Let me tell
Amanda
you.
Serrano's like that. She's a one boxer you always got tuned into.
Katie Taylor's undefeated.
Yeah, Katie Taylor's
that brought her to 21-0, I believe. That
Jake Paul lost $1 million on that fight then too, because I saw he made a bet with Katie's promoter for $1 million.
Who was that?
Jake Paul. He's like promoting
God, that makes
for
me even happier now.
Yeah, he lost $1 million. Bet. Let's go,
Vic. You know, I kind of see where you're coming from almost. Because watching, like I said, just the highlights, so they don't show everything, obviously. But I think Katie won the first round, and I think the next like 3, the next 2 at least you could flip flop. I probably gave them to Taylor, and then rounds like 4 through 7, I give to Amanda. And then the last 3, 8, 9, and 10, I give to Taylor.
So you think Taylor, like, rightfully won that?
Yeah, I do believe she rightfully. See, that's the other thing too. A lot of everybody was saying that the fight was up in the air, and I agreed with that. Like I thought that, like I said, the second and third round, I thought you could flip flop, and I thought that's where maybe the fight could have been won or lost. Their scorecards were weird. It was like 97-93. Amanda, there was one that was like 96-94 Taylor, and then like the final one was I don't know. They were weird though. Like for a fight that everybody thought was very close, the scorecards were not like that. So I'm you know what?
I hate that in fights when like one judge has it leaning heavy towards one way and the next one has it the complete opposite. Like, were you even watching the same fight?
I want to see if I can look up the scorecards. Because, like I said, they were kind of weird. All right. It was 94, 96, 97, 93, and then 96, 93.
So they weren't all for Katie, though. You said
no, it was a split decision.
That's weird. I don't understand how people can just completely disagree on. on a
Wait,
fight
see,
like that
now
when
I'm
they're
confused
judging.
because this one is saying that Amanda Serrano won, and that's not true. Katie Taylor is the Irish one, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she won. Why is it saying Amanda Serrano via split decision?
I don't know.
Hold on, let me now. I got to do. Now I got to do all this, research and things.
While you're doing the research on that, I'll get us started on UFC this weekend. UFC 274, I believe. Right?
All right, hold on. I got it now. Taylor captured a split decision with two judges awarding her the fight 97-93 and then 96-93, and one judge had it Serrano 96-94.
So I mean, even that judge that had it for Amanda, it's close. Like that's not.
But I don't know where you got the 97-93 from.
Yeah, maybe they just thought a couple. I don't know. Judges are. I hate judges, man. Like it gets me so annoyed, especially in the
crying.
UFC, man.
Nah,
It's the
bro, it's a
worst.
good bout. The reason she won is because Amanda couldn't knock that potato eating Irish 12 drinking St. Patty's Day celebrating ass to the ground. Yo, listen, I got a little Irish in me, Vic. Calm down there, buddy. All right?
I've never done like the ancestry.com or whatever to try to
I just know
or
that
my
because
family tree.
my grandma on my dad's side's Irish. So that's the only reason I actually know.
Yeah, I don't know. But
Anyways,
are
let's
we?
go back to UFC. I was about to say.
Yeah, is this two? I'm not crazy. This is 274, right? Or was the last one 274?
No, I think this one is. Yeah, listen, Josh, I can look it up. But I think you're right. UFC 274. Oh yeah, Oliveira Gaethje. Come on, baby,
All
don't
right,
doubt yourself.
all right, I'm right. Normally we just talk about the top three fights, and we're doing that again. But I will give who I'm taking in the first two fights for the main card, and I'm
Okay.
just sticking with the names I know. Taking Cowboy Cerrone, love him. He's fighting
I'm
another guy
going
who's.
against Cowboy because he's been ass.
Well, I'm taking Cowboy Cerrone, and I'm taking Ovin Saint. Don't know how to say it. It's Peru or Paris or something like that, and I'm taking him as well
Okay, I'm
for the
taking.
first two of the main card. And then we get to the good fights. Michael Chandler. Well, this is not a good fight. Michael Chandler versus Tony Ferguson. Tony Ferguson has not won a fight since What happened? What happened?
This man, Giancarlo Stan, just made a jumping catch at the wall from
Love
somebody
seeing
who
those.
literally not refused, but from somebody who did not play the outfield his first 3 years with the Yankees because they were scared he was going to get hurt, to making a play like that. Very impressive. Anyway, sorry.
Yeah, Tony Ferguson has not won a fight since 2019. He's lost since his title fight. Now he's fighting Michael Chandler, who has looked so good in his first few fights in the UFC. I mean, he almost won the belt his first fight in the UFC against Oliveira. Connie says how much he loves that Gaethje Chandler fight.
Oh,
So good. I get Tony's a legend. He is, but there's no reason he should have to do. I just don't like this fight at all for him. I think he just throw him a couple, young guys. Let him see if he can still fight. Don't throw him to the dogs when he hasn't won a fight in 3 years. Like going against a guy like Chandler, I just don't like that fight. So obviously, I'm going to take Chandler. I really hope Tony proves me wrong. I would love to see nothing more than Tony doing some crazy kung fu in the ring and beating Chandler somehow.
how out of pocket am I to say that that's the best fight I've ever seen?
No, you're not out of pocket because I mean, in entertainment wise, of just like standing and throwing, that's one of them. Like one of them for sure. And I mean, it's still crazy. That's how you know those guys they love to entertain because they weren't the co-main. They weren't even before the co-main. They were the first fight on the main card. Like they were the first fight on the main card. They opened up the pay-per-view. Like that's just
God
love
damn,
fighters
what
like
pay-per-view was that on?
that. I think that was when Thug Rose beat Wei Lee the second time. So that might have been Usman
Interesting.
somebody. I don't remember exactly the
God
fight card.
damn, what a card then.
Yeah, that card was crazy. And then the second fight, Connie's favorite fighter, Thug Rose, versus Carla Esperanza. But this isn't a cakewalk. Rose has actually already lost to this woman before.
Ooh.
Yeah, and the Ultimate Fighter, season 20, lost to her in the finale by submission in the third round. So this fight is not going to be a cakewalk for her. Obviously, she knows how Rose fights, but that was a long time ago. I mean, that's right when both their UFC careers started. Obviously, Rose has gone on to be, multiple time champion. I'm not sure if Carla has gotten a title fight. I can't remember completely, but yeah, it's going to be a good fight. Obviously, I'm going to lean with Rose again, though, and I know you're going with Rose for sure.
Dog Rose, baby.
But this should be a very good fight. Very, very good fight. And then the main event, Charles Oliveira, Justin Gaethje. I feel like you're going to go Gaethje.
I am. I'm going to go
I had a
Gaethje
feeling.
because I think. Listen, we saw Oliveira knock down Mr. Poirier with a couple swings, and I also watched Justin Gaethje get punched in the face about 600 times by Michael Chandler, who everybody talked about as a knockout guy in that fight. That you don't. I remember Cormier during that fight. You do not want to stand in the pocket with I can't think with Chandler. With Chandler.
Mm-hmm.
Gaethje said, "Yeah, you want to bet? Watch this." So I think he can take the shots. He can obviously give them back, and then you forget.
I think this
Gaethje is an all-class world wrestler, bro.
He sure is.
And Oliveira can obviously wrestle. We saw that in the Poirier fight as well. And obviously, I think, what does he have, like the most submissions in that division's history?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So he can do that, but I think he can out wrestle Gaethje. But I don't think if Gaethje had to wrestle, he would be as concerned as we would be if it was somebody else having to wrestle him. So I think Gaethje does it.
I think I could see it happening. Gaethje's had multiple fights. I think it was a long time ago. It might have been Tyron Woodley early in Gaethje's career where he was doing the same thing, just eating nasty punches. He looked like he, just finished a whole bottle of tequila to himself the way he was walking around the ring after taking a couple of those shots. But yeah, Gaethje can take the punches, but we've seen Oliveira take them too. He stand and banged with Michael Chandler, literally got knocked out and then got up in the second round and knocked him out. So it's these are two guys that are not afraid to get hit in the face as long as they can return one. Like you said, Gaethje's a great wrestler. We've seen what Oliveira's been doing. But I honestly think Oliveira is on his way to sweep the division, man. He already beat Chandler. He just beat Poirier. I think he's going to beat Gaethje. I don't know if Dana's going to give Conor a title shot, but I would 100% take Oliveira over Conor.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I just think this is his time. He's been in the UFC for a while now and never really gotten up to these ranks, and now I don't think he wants to leave. He's at the top of his game. But I think this has potential, like you said, that Chandler-Gaethje fight, one of the best all time. I think if this one at least lasts long enough, it has the potential to be the best fight ever. But I could easily see this being done quickly. Like one of them gets it early. And I think it's going to be Oliveira by a submission. That's how I think it's going to go. I don't think it's going to be a knockout.
There's just certain people I pull for. So
I get that.
I'm hoping that Gaethje does it. But that's the thing. I also don't hate Oliveira, so I'm kind of okay with it. It's weird. I feel like usually in every sport there's a team that's very good that you can hate. I don't think I hate any of the champions. I don't hate a single champion in the UFC.
Actually, I don't know why I thought about this. I don't know why I did it either. This past week, I've never watched the Fast and Furious movies ever. I've seen one.
Either, and I still refuse to.
I watched all of them this past week, every single one of them. At night, I was just putting them on.
Never in my life have I ever looked at one.
You're talking about champs, and I remember Ngannou was in the last one. They're not bad. They're stupid, but in entertainment wise, I like them. They're pretty good. But champ wise. No, I don't think there's anyone I would say I even dislike.
That's what I'm saying.
Usman, Ngannou.
I like Usman. People have a problem with him. He's boring or whatever.
Who doesn't like Adesanya?
Yeah,
Doug Rose.
Lover. Volkanovski. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, Volkanovski.
Nah, Valentina's an animal.
And the champ of, it's right now Figueiredo, but could be Moreno again. Love both those guys. So those guys I don't know when that rivalry is ever going to end because they're about to do it a fourth time. They have to because, they have to. Figueiredo just won it again. So Figueiredo won the first one. Moreno won the second. Figgy won the third. Now we got to do the fourth to see if Moreno can bounce back. But
All you need to know about the Fast and the Furious series is family beats everything, including weapons of mass destruction and submarines.
No, man, they got in a car and went to outer space.
Bro, see, the funny thing
thing
about
ever.
you saying that is my boy always says the same thing. Like he's always been a fan of Tyrell, actually. He's been in here a couple times. Always been a fan of those movies. And he'll be like, bro, I really realized this series went nowhere when they went into outer space.
No,
He was like, this was a series about racing cars, and they're in outer space.
It definitely went from like local people who just love driving fast cars to like the deadliest special ops team ever and could just do everything. They put a rocket engine on a car and went to outer space, man.
Christian said the car flipping on the side of the road and taking out a tank.
Yeah, or when they were driving around the city with magnets, just pulling cars everywhere, destroying it's a crazy series, but it was fun. I like watching it. They're good.
I've never had interest.
I don't know why
Literally
I did.
never been interested in the Fast and Furious movie in my life, and I don't think I ever will be.
And when Dom, in the last one, they got a younger Dom like to play him from the past. I don't even think he was the same race as Vin Diesel. Like, I'm not kidding.
See, that's crazy.
Like, I don't think they don't look alike. I was just like, wait, that's supposed to be Vin Diesel? Like, that is not him.
That is a crazy statement right there.
I mean, I could be wrong. He might have been Latino, but he just looked light skinned to me. I'm like, Vin Diesel's definitely Latino, but
he said he just looked light skinned.
Yeah, I'm like, that man's black. Vin Diesel is Latino. Like, that is not Vin Diesel in his younger years. I don't know if he was trying to make himself look way cooler, but that did not look like Vin Diesel.
Oh, brother. All right. Well, let's move on to our next topic. That would be the NBA. And listen, the Nets end up getting swept. We haven't been on since that happened, right?
No, we haven't. No.
Haven't been on since that happened.
No, we haven't.
I don't think we were, yeah. Let's see what else. The Bucks look like they're going to take care of things.
Maybe, man. I mean, they looked really good without Middleton. I was shocked how good they were playing without him. And does that make the Nets look even worse though? Like if the Bucks sweep the Celtics,
bro, to me, like, all right, because here's the thing, right? Does it make the Nets look bad, or does it make it us just realize how much we overreacted? Because when they beat the Nets, they were like, "Oh, Celtics are going to the finals."
Yeah, a lot of people were thinking. Well, I said they were contenders after that shit.
They were like, "Oh yeah, Celtics finals. Wrap it up here."
I think we were all just amazed at what KD did last postseason, and now we're like, he gets Kyrie every game. We kind of forgot that outside of those two, it's Goran Dragic and Andre Drummond really doing work for them, and
no Joe.
We just all kind of forgot. Yeah, we kind of forgot about there's no depth there, and they're all older, too young to really be impactful yet. Ben Simmons is such a bum, though.
I can't stand him.
He's such a bum.
I can't, bro. I have a mental block that makes my back hurt. What does that even mean?
I just don't get why he even said he would play Game 4, whatever game he said he was going to play. Like, why would you even say that?
Yeah, he was supposed to come back Game 3, right?
Yeah, that's when he was aiming for, and then they lost, and he saw the sweep come, and he's like, "I'm not going to be a part of the sweep. They ain't going to put that on me." So he's like, "I'm out." I'm like,
but that's the thing. I don't think if they end up being swept and he comes back for Game 4, that's putting the sweep on him. If anything, it would have been like, damn, we just really weren't built to beat the Celtics.
Yeah. Now, the Celtics played amazing that series, man. They were playing. Their defense was.
See, that's the other thing, too. The Nets just can't play defense. Like, the Celtics just played a 4-game series where they literally could have scored if they walked.
Now, Tatum would be driving to the basket, and the man defending the hoop was either Seth Curry or Goran Dragic, man. Like, they did not have paint protection at all in that series.
Let's see. What did Vic say here? All I'm going to say about the NBA is that Brooklyn needs to get rid of that bullshit Simmons like last season. No need to keep him in the league or pay him if he's going to play like a bitch.
Well, I think Connie probably agrees with that a lot because, I mean, you got KD, but then you got two crazy people and Kyrie and Ben
See,
Simmons.
Josh, I'm happy you brought that up. Because can't Kyrie opt out this year?
I think he probably will.
I'm telling you right now, if Kyrie opted out, I would legitimately throw a birthday party, a New Year's Eve party, a Christmas party. Hell, I'm throwing a Columbus Day party.
I'm gonna need to see the free agency group
Nah,
before
but
I
no.
say
See,
they shouldn't bring him back.
Here's the thing, ready? Don't care. I don't
Really?
care. I can't deal with, bro. How do I know that Kyrie all of a sudden isn't going to be like, wow, you know what? Those Amazon employees in New York, they're just not being treated properly. I think I'm going to sit out for their rights this year.
Sometimes that's a risky run with talent like that, though.
And guess what? He's fantastic. One of the best players of all time. Should have been in the top 75 list. Absolutely. I can't do it, bro.
I think if a team didn't have a KD, like if the Knicks get Kyrie, they're okay with that. Him maybe missing a little bit. But when you got KD and you got Ben Simmons over there, you got guys that can really help you compete for a title, then maybe you don't want to run the risk of your guy you're paying $40 million playing 26 games when he's healthy.
Like he went from he had, he sat out for the social causes 2 years ago. Then it was he doesn't want to get vaxxed for this year. Like, what's next? Like, that's the thing. What is next? What's next?
I don't know, man.
I'm not
isn't Stephen
him.
A calling him out to come on First Take?
I don't know. I keep seeing Stephen A saying, like, oh, is he even going to show up to work? And people get mad at Stephen A for saying that. I agree.
You know what annoys me the most, though? Like, this isn't even related to Kyrie, but like when I go on ESPN to like write notes for the show, like the little videos will pop up, and one of them said Stephen A. Smith isn't sleeping on the Bengals. Who the fuck is sleeping on the Bengals, man? They just went to the Super Bowl. Like, Stephen A. Smith isn't sleeping on them.
Nah, bro. Sports shows have deteriorated in a sense that I have never seen before.
Thank God for Pat McAfee, man.
Nah, literally, because here's the other thing, too. I was watching Undisputed, and I literally stopped watching First Take because I started watching Undisputed because it was fun. Bro, I watched Undisputed the other day. They had a topic because Brady tweeted something about, oh God, what was it? Oh, tweeted at Elon Musk when Elon bought Twitter or whatever. That was like, yo, can you delete my draft picture? Seth went straight NBA Streets 2 game breaker mode that series.
I like that.
But he was like, can you delete the draft picture? Joking around, whatever. They literally made a topic. Who needs more attention on social media, LeBron James or Tom Brady? What are we talking about, bro?
They grab now. They just go for whatever.
Like, what are we talking about?
Like the NFL draft just happened, and they're still just talking about everything but that.
No, literally, like, no. You know what? Hold on. Let me see. Let's go on. Let me go on to YouTube really quick. Let me go to my subscriptions because I'm subscribed to them. Let's see. Let's see. Let's go to Undisputed. Oh, nope. Let's go to Undisputed. They talked about, did Draymond Green's foul deserve it? Baker Mayfield trade reportedly fell through, and Giannis leads Bucks to 1-0. Like, they be talking, and bro, LeBron is a topic every single day. They find a way to do it.
He's always going to be in it. He's the media.
Like, Brady's a topic every single day. They find out a way. Like, they'll literally be talking about a happy birthday, and they'll be like, yeah, well, I bet you Tom Brady's birthday is going to be bigger than LeBron's anyway. Michael Jordan would never have a birthday party like this.
I did see something crazy today, though. Like, Tom Brady needs only like 2,400 yards to have 100,000 career yards. That's insane. Like, combining obviously playoffs, and his playoff numbers, like you divide them up by year, that's a solid career. Like, just his playoff numbers, it's crazy.
Literally, bro. This is the NFL offseason. No one is paying attention to my generals, the USFL. They need the view. At the top.
USFL, I like the USFL.
I still haven't watched a game.
It's funny. It's fun and funny. It's a different football, and obviously the talent isn't as good, but sometimes that's nice to see, you know?
See, I cannot. I think that's why I don't like college, bro. Like, I sit there and I watch the NFL religiously and the MLB religiously and the NBA, semi-weekly. And I'm like, these kids are fucking trash. like, like, I'm sorry, bro. Like, there are certain people that I'm like, you're terrible. And don't get me wrong, I could never do what they're doing. But I've also watched the NFL, so I know that they can't do what they're doing.
No, I mean,
it's not.
There was a play.
Not entertaining to me whatsoever. Yo, listen, you guys all talking in the Colorcast comments right now and not giving us hearts is wild fake, by the way. Wild fake.
See, this is why I like it. They act like people get mad because there's not a lot of this league. Like, they're hitting, bro. Like, they are hitting. It's fun. I like it. And the quarterbacks, I mean, they're decent. I think the receivers just kind of suck, man. Like, the receivers are bad, but it's fun to watch. I like it.
Yeah, I don't know. I'll try it one of these times. I will.
But college football, you're dead wrong, man. Now, college football might be more entertaining than the NFL.
I'm good. Never been better.
Saturday, man. I love college now. Like, I can't wait for March Madness already.
If you put me in a coma every Saturday so I could wake up on Sunday, I would be okay with it.
You just don't even want to know it's happening. Like,
no, I literally have not a care in the world. Not a care in the world. All right, Joel, we got to get back to where we were. I don't know how the hell we got there, but it's okay. It's our show. We can do whatever we want. Joel's out for games 1 and 2. That's a tough life. Broken orbital, which, by the way, he got when they were up about 30 points.
And a concussion, I think. He also has a concussion.
Yes, you're right. They were up by about 30 points, by the way, with 4 minutes left in the game. For some reason, he's still playing. Great coaching decision there, buddy.
Good job, Doc. Classic Doc Rivers.
You're killing the game, Doc. I don't know. I would not I think he's going to come back game 3 and wear a mask, whatever. I would not be very confident in the 76ers because let me tell you something. James Harden is fat and old. I'm sorry, bro. He is not James Harden of the Rockets is not all of a sudden walking through and being like, you know what, guys, move to the side. I got you with a nice 35 and 10 right now. He's like, yeah, bro, I just got back from the strip, and I got you with about 18 and 12.
He's going to get guys good looks, though. You promise that.
Oh, good yeah. He'll dribble the ball for about 25 minutes.
Lazy defense. I think he has to take over, though. He has to at least try. I mean, they gave up a lot to get him. Gave up a lot.
Yo, Josh, you want to make it full circle, too, though? We said, does it make the Nets look bad? Do we? And everybody's like, oh, the trade for Simmons looks awful. But how bad does it look if Harden is just dog shit?
That would be a terrible look. Because didn't they already extend him too?
Yeah. I think the 76ers already extended Harden.
So I mean,
would you rather take a chance that Ben Simmons can go see
Ben 10 times out of 10, I'm taking Ben Simmons in that.
See, Ben Simmons go get a therapist, comes back all good and dandy next season, or I got to deal with James Slug Harden, or you can really go full circle and be like, damn, bro, why did we trade Jared Allen, Garrett Bird, all of them for James Harden? Because here's the thing: if it was that original Nets team, and then you just added KD and Kyrie, which was going to happen, I think they're in the finals.
You could go even more full circle and be like, why did we trade James Harden for Kevin Martin and Jeremy Lamb? We could have three-peated with KD, Kyrie, and Russ. It could go that far back. And I'm still salty about that. It just popped in my head, and I instantly got angry about it.
I'm very happy I was not a fan of basketball during that time because
It
I
was
would have
pain,
been,
man. It was
I would
pain.
have been just
12-year-old me was hurting, man. 12-year-old me was hurting.
I would have look, bro. I told you this, right? The first time I ever saw the picture of the three of them together, I thought it was photoshopped.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like I was like, damn, imagine if they did play together.
God. Sam Presti, love you, but what the hell, man? He
Yeah.
bounced back good though. Sam Presti is bouncing back ever since then.
Yeah, Josh Giddey.
Yeah. Shea.
Yep.
All the
Shy,
picks, man. All these picks.
I'm telling you, throw a couple picks at the Jazz. Donovan.
I like that a
Wow.
lot. And I think they're gonna pick Rudy over Donovan. I don't think they're gonna trade Rudy.
Which is a crazy statement to me.
Because I think you get much more out of a Donovan trade than a Rudy trade.
Never seen somebody more overrated than Rudy Gobert.
I agree. And in a weird way, I mean, it's close on who I'd rather have, just based on the fact that Donovan he does all the things he can do, but I feel like he'll never win something being the number one. And neither will Rudy, but what Rudy does, he doesn't have to be a 1 or a 2 or even a 3.
But see, I feel like I'd rather have not Rudy, Donovan, just because I know I ain't winning no chip if a center is the best player on my team.
I'm probably picking Donovan, but that's just because of how Rudy's been in the playoffs. This playoffs, he was not as bad as he was last year, but he was still not good. Still not good. I don't know.
And did you see the tweet today that Rudy was like,
it's me or him
situation.
Yeah.
If you
Get out of here.
Your ball
you don't got that leverage. You don't have that.
Eat a croissant.
I agree they need to blow that team up. And now it's just about which direction do you want to go in. But I mean, if we were somehow able to get Donovan without giving up like Shea, Giddey, or Dort, like take Poku, take Trey Mann, take 4 of these picks, take 4 of them later though, not these upcoming ones like the 2025, 2026 ones. You got a few of those. Give us Donovan.
Go draft Chat.
Yeah,
and we're good.
I love that too, man. I love that.
God,
that'd be a small ass lineup though. We got Chet at 7'1", then our power forward 6'5" Lou Dort. That'd be the best. But Lou hold his own. He'll hold his own.
Exactly.
What are we even talking? We do this every topic.
About the size of the fight in the dog, not the size of the dog in the fight.
Something like that. I don't even. It's like I don't know. I'm bad.
I think I was right. I think I was right. We'll leave it there. Why not? We listen. But yeah, I don't know. Is the Sixers season over? I mean, we've tried to get back to this conversation like 8 times, but like,
I think it's done for. I think they dropped both these games, and the Heat right now. The way Jimmy's playing is kind of giving me bubble vibes. He's giving me bubble vibes with how he's been playing that first series.
He was with Rachel Nichols.
Yeah, but I think this is a tough series for them. I could see them. If Joel comes back and he dominates, the MVP level we've seen him do all year. They could steal those 2 home games in Philly. And if they do that, then it could be a series. But I just don't see that happening if Miami takes 1 and 2.
Yeah, if they take both, it's over. I think if they only take one of them, it's a possibility, obviously, because you are going to get him back in game 3. But I feel like if this is against a lesser team, you're like, okay, whatever. But
who mows at 7 o'clock at night? Who does that?
Who what?
My neighbor's mowing. Who mows at 7 o'clock at night on a Monday, bro?
See? Now, forgive me here. What? You're in the Central Time Zone, aren't you?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, now, yeah, it is 8 o'clock here, so it is 7 there. Yeah. That's out of pocket. How's the sun looking over there?
Starting to go down.
Yeah. I can barely see out the window. I keep the window closed too. No
All
light.
our windows are broken, so they kind of fall a little bit.
No light or air getting into this room.
You are just locked in.
Listen, if there was a nuclear apocalypse outside, it'd take me at least 2 to 3 business.
Are you claustrophobic?
No,
I'm very.
I mean, don't get me wrong though. I see people that like crawl into crevices of caves that are this big.
Insane people, dude.
No. See, and like that gets me the heebie-jeebies over here. But like, I wouldn't consider myself like if you put me, like if I had to like if there was a surprise or something I had to like hide in a box, I'd be all right. I wouldn't.
I could not do that.
See, yeah, I'd be all right. Give me my phone, I'm all right.
I mean, I probably could do it, but I'd definitely be anxiety start going crazy. But I could probably power through it. I remember 8th grade, we went on this field trip, and they literally like these things you had to crawl under, and they were like, "All right, everybody, let's go through it." And it got like all the way to the ground where you're army crawling, and I'm like, "Nah, back up!" Like I saw that one coming up, and I'm like, "No, I'm not doing it. Like I'm out." They're like, "Don't be such a baby." I'm like, "If my fat self gets stuck here, you're an
Nah,
idiot."
yeah, who's breaking me out?
Yeah, like you can't just lift this rock and then I'm out. Like we're screwed here, guys. Hate
Nah,
that
some
stuff.
people be too bored in life, bro.
Yeah, yeah, for sure.
Too bored. Draymond Green's flagrant 2 got ejected from the first game. I'll be honest with you. I did not see the foul. I've heard it
So
talked about a lot, but I
Brandon
did not
Clark
see it.
came into the lane, and he was going up. He's like on the left side of the hoop, and Draymond's like coming from the right side, and he jumps up to block it, and he like hits the ball. I couldn't tell if he hit his face or not, but he like hits the ball, and as his hand's coming down off the ball, he grabs Brandon Clark's jersey and pulls him to the ground. So I think it was a flagrant for sure. It was a hard foul, flagrant, but I don't think it was a flagrant 2. I mean, that's Draymond, man. Like that's a flagrant 1. I think it was a bad play. I think it definitely was that. But I mean, kicking him out for that, I just don't think it was crazy enough to be a flagrant. It's not like he did an Andrew Bynum and like threw an elbow at him in the middle of the lane or anything like that. It was a hard foul. It was unnecessary. Give him the flagrant 1. And that's it. And then if he gets another one later in the series, it'll be 2016 all over again. Then he'll be suspended a game. But I don't think it should have been a flagrant 2.
You know, I kind of do. I like I said, I haven't seen it, so I don't know. But I agree in a way with what Dustin just said here, though. Draymond only has to blame himself for that reputation of being a dick.
Absolutely. Draymond has had that
Like,
reputation.
if you don't have that reputation, do you think it's a flagrant 2? I don't think it
definitely
is.
not. Definitely not. And that's 100. He's Dustin's right. I mean, that's Draymond for you. So when he does that stuff, the refs are like, "All right, Draymond, that wasn't accidental. That was intent to harm somebody." Because I mean, seen that man kick Steven Adams in the balls a couple times. So
Nah,
he's
never
definitely one
got
of
thrown
those.
out of that series either.
But I also love Draymond, man. I mean, he's a
still
player. I
stand
think.
on my soapbox that he's so overrated. And
No, he's so good, dude. He's so good
listen,
at everything except putting the ball in the basket.
Exactly.
Everything else he is amazing at.
Play some great defense.
Great with the ball in his hand. Leader,
yeah.
energy guy. Nah,
yeah.
man. Every team loves the Draymond. Every team.
Dustin also says that he's not good. He's riding the bus. Word to Chuck.
I just completely. I love that. They went all the way with that driver of the bus on TNT, man. That was the best. But Draymond's so good, man. Nah, you can't say he sucks. Dustin, you can't say he sucks. He's so good.
I don't know. Well, fine. I mean, you a Hall of Famer?
Absolutely.
Actually, no, I shouldn't even ask that because the NBA Hall of Fame is a joke.
Yeah, no, man.
If you have like 3 good years in the NBA, you're a Hall of Famer. I've never seen anything like it.
It is crazy how people are getting in there. But Draymond, 100%. 100%. What up, Tyrell?
No, I was just talking about you, Tyrell. I don't remember what. Why are we talking about Tyrell?
Fast 9. We're talking about
Fast and Furious. You were a fan, and then they went to outer space, and things got out of hand.
And then they drove the car in outer space through a satellite, and the car was fine.
Yeah, see, I'm out. I'm out on the show.
They were supposed to destroy the satellite. They couldn't do it, so they're like, "Let's drive through it." And then Ludacris and Tyrese go through it, and they're all good. That's not as hilarious, bro.
Like, what are we talking?
And everybody who dies is actually alive too. Like they never die.
Yeah, I've heard that as well. I have heard that.
It's the best, man.
Yeah, I'm just never been more disinterested in the movie franchise.
I liked it. I'm definitely excited for whenever 10 comes out. Yeah, they said that. Man, they're the best. Tyrese and Luda. Good duo right there.
What a movie franchise. Mavs Suns, baby. Game 1 is tonight, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
Well, prediction on that one, Josh. How do we think it goes? I got the Suns in 6.
I got them in 5. I don't think Dallas. I think, God, that the Mavs they struggled with like Rudy, who doesn't even put the ball in the basket too much. The way Ayton and JaVale are gonna destroy Maxi Cleaver, like it's gonna, and Davis Bertans, man, like you got a couple good stretch fours, but they don't have a five. Like Dwight Powell, I guess, but he doesn't have the size to match up with either of those guys. Book is back. I hope, man. I really want to see Luka get far in the playoffs, man. He deserves it.
My man Tyrell said Mavs in the 6.
But tonight, speaking of 6, I'll take the Suns -6 tonight. And my underdog, we talked about it early in the show. I have a parlay for it, and if you want to hop on this parlay with me, because I feel very confident about it, you could head over to Underdog and use code Gen Z, double your first deposit. So the money you spend will still be there.
Listen, take that fat-free milk all the way to whole milk.
Yeah, all the way.
You know? Why would you have wheat bread? We could have some good old American white bread.
Here we go. That's exactly what I was saying. Is why?
like why would you have some pumpernickel, bro? When you can have some nice Italian bread.
It's as simple as that. Like as simple as that. But the parlay, Luka over 30.5 points. He's gonna have to, so I think that's gonna hit. Ayton over 18.5 points. I just said there's no way they're gonna be able to stop him and JaVale down low. I think he'll probably hit that through 3 quarters. Crowder over 1.5.
Yo, hold on, Josh, bro. This man Perry's hating on our bread analogies.
God, Perry, come on, man. How do you not like it?
You guys are so dumb with the bread, LMAO.
Bread and milk, it's the simplest way to explain things. Like, let's put it in bread terms.
Exactly.
Let's put it in milk terms.
Because everybody says, yo, I'm trying to get my bread up.
Yeah.
So listen, I'm telling you to take your bread game from multi-grain to a nice warm Italian bread.
Yeah, that's all we're saying, Perry. It's nothing crazy. But to finish it off, I have Booker over 32.5 points, rebounds, and assists. I feel really good about that. I put 20 on it. It hits. I win 200. You could go over to Underdog, deposit 20, have 40, place the 20 on it, win 200. You're at 220. Like, what are we doing here? Like, it's free money because this is going to hit, guys. I'm telling you. It's going to hit.
What are we talking about?
Code Gen Z.
That is what we're talking about. Code Gen Z over there in Underdog Fantasy.
But I have Mavs in 5. I mean, Suns in 5. I think Lucas.
I'm crying. Someone said Fast and Furious takes place in the MCU, so it explains.
I would love that crossover, man. That would be the great. Like Doctor Strange opens a portal and Vin Diesel comes flying through the car, man. That'd be the best.
Vin Diesel and Thor, who wins?
I'll take Vin Diesel, man. Nothing beats family.
With the power of family, you never know.
Nothing beats family, man. That man Vin Diesel is literally Superman. He was pulling down. He's like throwing chains at people. He was picking up like 5 guys at once and slamming them on the ground. He's just a normal guy. Like he's just superhuman. God, that was a lot of fun watching those. That was a lot of fun.
All right, let's go to our little break here. Josh is upset because we got spoiled movies with the leaks. He said, "Just wait for the damn movie."
I literally wake up Sunday morning, just get up, I go to the kitchen, feed the dogs, and as I'm outside with the dogs, as they go to the bathroom, go on Twitter. First thing I see, fucking it's almost like a minute 30 clip, and I knew it was Doctor Strange immediately because I muted all the words. Like my muted words thing meant so long. The Black Panther's even in there. Like I don't even want to know anything.
My man muted the word doctor.
Yes, literally. And this post doesn't even have a caption. Literally nothing in the caption. It's just a video, and I'm not even going to say what it was, but didn't even click it. Just saw the first 4 or 5 seconds of it. I'm like, I want to die. Like, are you kidding me? We're 6 days away from seeing the fucking movie, and you're posting this shit? Like, I was so mad, man. And then Marvel's spoiling stuff themselves. Like, they're spoiling stuff themselves.
I was gonna say Marvel's posting a lot of these trailers for the movie.
Like, what are they doing? Like, do you not want people to be shocked when they see stuff either?
Like, there's some things in there. Where
did they think we'd see that shield and be like, oh, Captain America? Like, are they stupid? Like, I'm tired of it, man. I hate it. I muted all the words because they tried getting me with Spider-Man last time, And it didn't even work this time.
Josh, I have some tragic movie news.
What?
I buy tickets, bro, to see Doctor Strange on Saturday.
Mm.
I go and I'm like, I bought these tickets like probably 3 weeks ago. And then like a couple days ago, I'm like, why do I feel like I gotta do something on Saturday, bro?
Damn.
I look at my work schedule. No, Friday. I bought the tickets for Friday, I should say, not Saturday. Whatever. I look at my thing for Friday, bro. I have to go do like a Catholic school game at Dutchess Stadium, which is where the Renegades play. And apparently we're broadcasting it for them. And it's a double header. And the first game starts at 6, and I bought tickets for the 7:15 showing.
Oh, that's tough, man.
So I can't even see it on Friday. And then I go, all right, I'm going to go see it Saturday with my boy. But I called the movie theater today. There's no answer.
Ooh.
So I'm a little worried that I'm going to have to pull up in person if they don't answer me tomorrow.
No.
Because I'm calling them and be like, listen, I bought tickets online for Friday. Can I just skedaddle them on over to Saturday? Because if I can't see this movie this week,
I'm going Saturday morning. Saturday morning, afternoonish is when I'm going.
Listen, I said I don't like to do things by myself. I might see this one by myself. I have to.
I'm trying to get my dad to go with me, but he don't want to go. None of the homies even watch these movies, so they don't want to go. So I'm like, dude, I'm just go by myself.
See, all you have to do
Wish I could bring bullets
on my schedule for Saturday. See, bro, like I don't even think that's a thing. I literally just have like a receipt that says when it is. Like I don't have no cancel option.
Where do you buy from? Like your theater's website?
Yeah,
like
it's like some local. It's my local theater. It ain't no AMC, no nothing.
That's tough. Yeah, that's tough.
So I don't know how all that works. I don't know if we're still in the same, situation there. I'm gonna find out though.
I'm excited for it though. I'm super because
it's
Marvel.
Dustin, AMC. First of all, the closest one or IMAX, whatever, is like 35 minutes away. I am not going 35 minutes away.
No, I got to go out of town to go to one of those theaters. Our local one's just like a normal.
That's what I'm saying. So was mine. I ain't going all the way out there. The local theater, 15 minutes. I'm chilling.
Yeah, no, for real. I only got to make one turn.
Same.
Literally. Straight, left, straight, you're there.
He said straight, left, straight. I'm crying. Son pulls right into the parking lot, not even turned into it. But also, very excited for this Moon Knight finale on what, Wednesday?
Ooh. Yeah. That last episode was so good, man. So good. Finally got to find out what the hell Steven is, what the hell Mark is. It got me a little emotional, man. I was like, damn.
It didn't hit the emotional spot for me. I can see why it did.
Mm-hmm.
I'll also say that it was my least favorite episode.
Really? I could see why.
Maybe I am an adrenaline junkie, just like in a anxious person's body, because like those are the type of things I really enjoy watching. Like I like the backstory, don't get me wrong, but like if that was like the first episode, I would have been fine with it.
Right? Yeah. Have you seen that? They dropped a little trailer for the finale. Did you see that?
I saw that.
You gonna like this one? You saw that?
Know.
This one's gonna go crazy.
See, I'm gonna be so tight though, because I know that episode is gonna be like 35 minutes for some bullshit like that. But
the first 10 are gonna be nothing but talking.
Yeah,
and you get
7 minutes. It's gonna be like Mark in the middle of the sand, like, oh, who know what happened? For 10 minutes, we're gonna cut back to Layla doing something.
Then we're gonna go to the insane asylum to hear what's his name talk. Like that's
Christian said he's betting on Blade in the post-credit scene.
I would die. But it makes sense. It would make sense.
I never saw the original Blade.
Really? Okay.
Never.
Ryan Reynolds is in those.
Is that the one with Wesley Snipes?
Yeah, Ryan Reynolds got a full beard. He looks stupid as hell.
He said, "You look dumb as hell." No, I'm very excited. Also, I broke down and for the first time ever have bought a subscription to something, that being Paramount Plus, because Christian was letting me use that Paramount Plus. That was also apparently just a trial that whoever he was taking it from, and the trial ended. And while I watched all of the Halo series,
Halo
so
sucks. That series sucks, dude.
you're on crack.
It is trash.
You're
It is
fucked.
so bad, dude.
You're
I
fucked.
liked it. I liked it for the first few, but it sucks, dude. It sucks. I actually stopped watching it.
How?
It
Why?
sucks. They weren't doing anything. Nothing was happening. It
What
was so
episode did you get
boring.
at? What was the last episode you watched? What
I
happened?
think the fifth one. And what happened? Well, actually, the fifth one wasn't that bad because
I was gonna say, isn't that the one where they
action in it. Finally, you get action in the opening scene, and then for 3.5 episodes, we're just bullshitting. I love Cortana, but like, come on, I want to see Master Chief kick some ass, and he finally did. But even that was only like 3 minutes long. Like, I don't know, man. I'm not liking it. I'm not
I
liking
love it. Love it. Big fan of it.
I'm not. I'm just not.
It's all right. We can all have our.
And I really wanted to like it because I love Halo, man. But
I was never that big into Halo.
and I don't think I've ever. How many shows have we talked about in here and I've said I don't like? Like it's not often I say I don't like watching something. But
listen, the only thing that matters is the fact that Obi-Wan comes out this month.
Oh my god, I can't wait. Thank God they're not. Now I'm actually happy they're not promoting it. They only dropped one trailer. Like, thank God we're not getting any of that spoiled. Like, I'm excited for that, man. That's gonna be the best.
You'd be
Get
very
two
upset.
episodes too. The
You'd
first,
be like, how dare you show
drop.
us what's going to happen in the show?
Yeah, like we don't know already, but they're dropping 2 episodes too. The first week of it, I'm loving that.
That is very exciting.
Can't wait to see Hayden Christensen back, man. The best.
True. Star Wars is getting old.
Year old.
Yeah, calm down, Dustin. That's top 5 dumb things I've ever heard.
Yeah,
Imagine saying Star Wars is getting old.
Probably one of the best bounce backs after how bad. Well, I liked it. The last trilogy to bounce back with Mandalorian, Boba Fett, and now Obi-Wan. Huge comeback.
Old, been watching since I was 7. Don't care.
So what do you mean it's old? You've been watching it for a long time.
It's getting old. Imagine that statement coming out of somebody's mouth. 20 years, okay. How long has he been going on?
They're showing you things that have never been shown before. What is old about
going on that long? People still love Young and Restless.
Yeah.
It's been going on since Korea.
You've been watching football since I could open my eyes. Not old.
Young and Restless has been going on since Korea. Nobody complaining. Worst acting ever. I don't know how people watch soap operas, bro. Literally never. Oh my god. I cannot believe what you are telling me.
My mom used to watch soap operas all the time, man. They suck. They are so boring. It just
the last 2 movies were disgusting. What a hater.
I liked them. I like every Star Wars movie. So.
I don't even think they were that bad.
Yeah. You can the fight scenes were badass.
Exactly. All right. Let's go to the NFL because, well, there was a draft, everybody. There was a draft. Obviously, listen, I've said that I don't watch college, so I can't really sit here and technically rate everything. But I'm going to try my best. I'm also going to rely on, everybody else who has graded said drafts and a lot of the things that I've heard from the professionals out there. But Josh, I'm going to start with the Patriot draft, by the way, because even though I don't know any of these names, literally not a single one of them have I ever heard of them, I'm disgusted. Literally disgusted. Cole Strange, bro.
Oh, that's such a Bill Belichick pick, man. Chattanooga product.
See, Josh, and what do I say every time we talk about the Patriots and the draft? They're gonna take somebody out of Northern, blah blah blah, and I'm right, and I'm literally right. Like, we're taking a guard out of Chattanooga.
Hey, Chattanooga's a good school, man.
With the 29th pick when we just got our backs blown out by the Bills in the playoffs because there is literally zero speed, zero on either side of the football. Not a single linebacker got announced.
And how do you solve that? You get a guard from Chattanooga, man. He's quick. He is quick.
And that's the thing. Like, all right, even if you want to draft him, fine and dandy. There, like, bro, ESPN couldn't even find highlights of this guy. When he got drafted, they put up a stat that said there was a 92% chance of him being available by the next pick.
Did you see Sean McVay's reaction to it?
Yeah, Sean McVay was like, wow, we had him at 104.
Yeah. I don't think he would have lasted that long. I think he probably picks late in the second round. But to take him, first round, I don't think they really needed to do that. Probably could have traded back, got a couple picks, and then got him still. Like, I just think taking him that early, they must have been really high on him, though.
And they traded back to get him.
But didn't you guys lose a guard? Isn't Shaq Mason gone?
I don't care.
I can't remember. I'm just trying to help you, man. I'm trying to make it look better. Cole Strange has a cool name. He could go by Doctor Strange.
What the craziest part is?
Doctor Strange is on your team now, Connie.
Literally have never cared less.
He's got a cool ass name. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, guess what?
I'm gonna buy you a jersey.
Do it. I dare you.
I'm getting you a Cole Strange jersey. And it has to go right back there. Right back.
All right, then we get Tyquan Thornton. Sure. We need some speed. He ran the fastest 40 at the combine. Fine with me. Okay, I'll sit here with that. I won't complain. We get Marcus Jones and Jack Jones. We got Mac Jones too. I mean, you want to add another one?
He's probably backup now though. Mac Jones. He's probably sitting on the bench.
Yeah. I'll get to that. We take 2 corners. That's fine with me. I don't. But then again, isn't one of them like more of a return guy? Oh, because we lost like Gunnar Olszewski, whatever the hell his name is. So we had to draft somebody in like I can't remember.
JC too.
Yeah, I know. But one of these corners is supposed to be a return guy. Like,
special team's gonna look nice.
Cool. And then we draft Pierre Strong. Why do we need a running back?
Because you needed Strong and Strange. You needed both. Bro,
we literally have Damian Harris, Ramondre Stevenson, Brandon Bolden, James White. Let's draft another one, bro. Why
not? Rotate them. Love rotations deep. Depth.
Don't care. Once again. Don't care. No, not even a little bit. Then we go and draft Bailey Zappi, bro.
Legend. Best season in college football history.
From Western Kentucky.
Broke all Joe Burrow's records.
Who did Western Kentucky play last year?
They played a couple good teams. I think they actually played Indiana. They might have played Michigan State.
Or any of them in the SEC?
Outside of that, they were playing like Old Dominion.
Okay.
Charlotte.
Once again, see, answer my question. Don't care.
But he's got an arm, man. He's got an arm.
We literally just drafted Mac Jones.
If Mac Jones goes down, though, it's not Brian Hoyer taking snaps instead.
I would literally rather have that suck and then get another good player than having Bailey Zappi, bro.
Come on, man. Give him a shot. Give him a shot. He's got a cool last name, too.
Once again, never been better.
Strange, Strong, and Zappi. That's a good name draft, though. I mean, name-wise.
And then what did we do? We drafted another running back, Kevin Harris.
Hey.
Yeah, let's just have 16. Why not?
Depth. Well, you guys don't got receivers, so they might have to spread out.
Yeah, don't you think we should have drafted? And listen, let's just finish off the draft. We went with a defensive tackle, a center, and a tackle. So where's the linebackers at?
You
know, the thing that not a single one of them can run sideline to sideline, not a single one of them. They can run about 50 to they can probably run from about the sideline marker to where the hashes start, and that's about it.
Yeah, I definitely think taking some of those guys when Nakobe Dean was still on the board was pretty crazy. There weren't a lot of losers in this draft. I thought a lot of teams drafted well, and I'm sorry, Connie, but your Pats are
No shit,
They're
Josh.
losers, man. Not name-wise, though. Name-wise, probably top 3 in draft.
I could come through this screen right now and
Zappy, strange and strong. I'm saying. I mean, yeah, could have been better. Let's just look at it like that. But you got to trust Bill, Connie. He's done nothing but good things.
I'm so sick of people saying that, bro. I'm literally gonna lose my mind. You could trust him.
He made Brady. He can make
No.
these guys, okay? He can
Josh,
do
Josh. You could trust Bill when Tom Brady was on the team.
Yeah. Now
He's
Mac
not
Jones and
there anymore. How's Bill been since he left?
You guys made the playoffs last year. You won the
Yeah,
division.
what happened in the playoffs?
You won the division.
No, we did not.
You didn't. You didn't win the division, but
No.
you made the playoffs.
Beat the Bills one time because it was a nor'easter. And everybody was like, "Oh, see, we can beat the Bills." No, you
beat the
can't.
Bills.
You can beat the Bills if it's negative.
If Zeus and Poseidon are throwing all their powers on the field, then yeah. But you guys are in a good. You're not. You could be in a much worse position right now. Much worse.
Literally the third best team in the division.
Probably.
Literally.
Probably.
Got the fucking Dolphins better than us.
Let's bring the vibes back up with the Panthers because I loved our draft. It went beautiful. After the third pick, when Derek Stingley went, I was like, okay, we're definitely gonna get alignment here. Like we hopefully think he's gonna fall to us. And then Sauce goes. I'm like, all right, so the Giants take Kwanu or Evan Neal. And then the Giants go Thibodeau. I'm like, we literally get to pick who we want here. And we go with Kwanu. And I love it. We finally get a fix at that left tackle position. He's so good. His tape is so good. I'm excited to have him on the opposite side of Taylor Moton. Our offensive line still needs a lot of work on the interior, but it's a good thing to have the tackles out there to protect whoever's starting because we also get a possible franchise quarterback. Now, was I upset when Malik Willis was still on the board and we watched Tennessee go get him? Yeah, I was a little bit upset. But I like Matt Corral. I like him a lot. I was watching a lot of his tape all weekend after the draft. And, I mean, Ole Miss sucked. Like the rest of that team, Matt Corral was doing everything for them. I really like him. I don't know if he's going to get the start. It'll be interesting to see. Probably going to be a battle. Preseason is going to be very important for both of them to see who's going to get the start. But I like the pick. I'm glad we took him. And I suck at this because I want to say, because it's how I feel, I wanted Malik Willis. I still wish it was Malik Willis. He was sitting there till the third round and we didn't do shit about it. But then when he goes, we go get Matt Corral. I believe in Matt Corral, but I wanted Willis. I believe in Matt Corral, but I wanted Willis. So that's a good way to put it.
All right.
And then we go and get a freak athlete and a linebacker and Brandon Smith from Penn State. And, I mean, Jesus, Matt Rule, like, could you be any more biased? Like, he was a Penn State linebacker, drafts a Penn State linebacker, drafted a guy from Baylor. He's only signing people from Temple and Baylor. Like, it's just where he's been. Like, that's our whole roster. Robbie Anderson, Temple. Like, I hope it works. That's all I'll say. I hope it works out. But, yeah, I liked our draft. I thought it went pretty well.
Corey said Malik can't play this year and Corral can't. Every coach also does that.
What do you mean can't?
I assume he means they shouldn't play this year.
I mean, I don't know if Sam Darnold is really just kind of like, hey, and the way our team is not in a position where we're like, hey, we suck so bad, we don't want to even try to compete. We have a very solid roster. And if we can solve that quarterback position, I mean, Matt Corral's never had weapons like DJ Moore or Robbie Anderson and CMC. Like, he's never had that. So I think he's going to get a shot eventually because I think Sam Darnold sucks. I believe in you, though, Sam Darnold. You suck, but I believe in you. And it'll be interesting to see.
Traded for Baker.
Honestly, I kind of wish we got Baker or Jimmy. I kind of still hope we do because I really want to see what this team can do with a quarterback who's not absolute dog shit. But I think he's right about Malik. There's no chance Malik touches the field during the regular season this year.
Oh, no.
But I love that situation for him. I love Malik being in Tennessee. Very smart by the Titans. I think it's a good position for him to learn.
5'10"
It's exactly
ass, by the way.
yeah, but it's a perfect position for Malik. Everyone's been saying he's a project. He's not a start right away. Tennessee's a perfect spot for him to go and learn. But yeah, the Panthers love Mac Roman, believe in him, but I wanted Malik.
Imagine being able to say your team had a good draft.
Imagine complaining because you made the playoffs last year, man. Imagine.
Listen, I'm not complaining about making the playoffs. I'm saying they got dog walked in the playoffs, and that they're not even going to make the playoffs this year.
Don't
Which,
say that.
by definition, is a regression of the means.
When N'Keal Harry goes off for 1,000 yards,
Josh,
I
if
want an
N'Keal
apology.
Harry is on this team by opening day, I'm going to absolutely go insane.
Maybe you should just become like a Jets or Giants fan.
I
So at least like the pain is there, and you're not like
yeah.
used to good stuff.
I'm already used to good. I've been a Patriot fan.
Yeah, but maybe if you just like restart.
Christensen that kills your best wide receiver. Yeah, calm down.
You guys still got Kendrick Bourne, right?
We do have Kendrick Bourne.
Is Aguilar, was that a 1-year deal or is Aguilar?
Oh no, I believe it was a 2 or 3 years.
Still
Hopefully,
got John.
Aguilar will never play again. By the way,
That drop pass, man, that's tough. That's tough.
Because he's absolute trash. Should have known that. We got Jacoby Myers.
Jacoby, I like Jacoby a lot.
I don't mind him. Definitely should be the third best wide receiver on any team he's on. Good thing we're happy that we signed 2 tight ends that we didn't use. Besides for Hunter Henry for about like a 2-week stretch, 3-week stretch maybe. Jonnu Smith don't even know where he is on a milk carton right now. But
I do have other winners though.
Yeah, let me hear your winners and losers, Josh.
Yeah, we'll start with the New York teams. Both of them are winners in my book.
That's true.
The Giants going getting Kevin Thibodeau and Evan Neal, I think, is a huge pickup. The Wan'Dale Robinson, kind of a question mark. He probably could have been there around 4-ish, and they took him in the second, and he's kind of exactly like Kadarius Toney. So that kind of makes it an interesting situation there. But I think their first 2 picks were perfect, and I loved it for him, and I think that's why they're winners for me. The Jets getting Sauce Gardner and Garrett Wilson early on was kind of expected. No one saw Jermaine Johnson falling that far into the first round. Very smart of them to go and trade up. And then they also drafted Breece Hall, who was most likely my number 1 pick because I have the number 1 overall pick in our Dynasty League for the rookie draft. The one with Dave Chappelle. That's the photo.
Oh, okay.
That one. Yeah, so Breece Hall, most likely going number 1. Not going to make any guarantees. I'll take trade offers too. So, we'll see about that. But yeah, the Jets are winners for sure. I have the Ravens too. Ravens almost win every draft though. It's very, very rare that they don't draft well. Got Kyle Hamilton, got Linderbaum, got Ojabo, who's very nice pickup. I like that a lot. And another pick I really like, Isaiah Likely. I think at tight end, they're pretty good at tight end. I really like him though. I think he's a beast. The Packers also winners in my book. I think getting 2 of those Georgia linebackers and then also being able to get Christian Watson, who I had the Chiefs taking, was a good pickup for them. I also love Romeo Doubs. I loved him from Nevada. I think that those are 2 guys that are going to have to play right away because they don't have receivers. So they're going to have to play right away, and I think they're 2 guys that can. Kansas City, getting McDuffie and Karlaftis. I really like Karlaftis. He's very good, and they needed another pass rusher, so that's good. And Sky Moore is a guy who can kind of do it all. And they also signed undrafted free agent Justin Ross, which I love. 2 years ago, Justin Ross was the best receiver in a receiving room that featured T. Higgins and Hunter Renfrow. And now he's an undrafted free agent, which is crazy. Sucks. That's why NIL deals are good, because players like that don't have to worry about injuries ruining their chances of becoming millionaires. So I love that they signed him. I think he's going to be on that roster. I like him a lot. And then not really a winner for a draft, because they got Nakobe Dean and Jordan Davis, but getting A.J. Brown for Philly, love that. Loved that for them. So they're winners as in on draft day. And then losers, I only have 3 losers. We already talked about the Pats. We don't got to talk about it anymore.
No, we don't ever again.
The Saints, I don't know. I don't think Chris Olave should have been there. I think if they took Jameson Williams, I like that more. But then again, I don't really think they're losers because their draft wasn't so terrible. Chris Olave can be a very good player. But I think they should have gone with Jameson. And the Seahawks, I just don't get why you wouldn't go get Malik. Why would you not go get Malik or even Matt Corral or even Desmond Ridder? Like, I think that's one position they probably should have gone after. But I don't think they're huge losers either. I don't think anyone really drafted like terrible to where it's like, wow, how did this draft go this way? I know kind of feels that way about the Pats, but I think it's a wait and see for that.
How could you not?
But yeah, I think it was a very good draft for most teams, though. Very good draft.
Listen, I think the Eagles really win this draft because you think about it, they turn Carson Wentz into AJ Brown,
Devontae Smith.
Yeah, like that's
multiple picks.
I don't understand. Like, I must not know anything because everybody keeps talking about Howie Roseman as a terrible GM, and I don't understand it.
Yeah, I don't get that either.
Like, how is he a terrible GM?
Yeah, I think he's done pretty well.
Like, I'm just a little confuzzled here. I'm going through some of the draft grades here. You know, we got the Jags at a C+. Wow, for having the number one pick and still getting a C+.
That is tough. That is tough.
How do we feel about Trayvon Walker?
I don't know. I see the potential, and I see the freak athlete that he is. And I don't know. This draft was so tough to pick a number one because you look at Aiden Hutchinson, he was kind of a late bloomer too. I think he only had like 9.5 sacks in his college career. But he looked really nice at Michigan last year.
I hold on, Josh. I would just like to point out that Pro Football Focus, and I'm not a big fan of them. I'm really not.
I hate them.
They graded the Patriots draft as a fucking D. That's where we're at, bro. You know, I'm not even talking about no winners. Jets, Giants, you guys win. I like the Bills drafting a running back and getting a corner. The Packers adding some wide receivers. Eagles get Jordan Davis plus AJ Brown. Like, yeah. And then losers, I'm only going with the Patriots. Only them.
I think you're about to enter, a time period where you get to experience the dark side of Phantom. You've been reaping the rewards of Tom Brady's greatness for a long time.
Never been more disgusted in my life. Cole Strange, bro.
Doctor Strange.
Cole Strange.
Happy.
Because here's my thing: if you want to draft him, go ahead, but draft somebody else and then get him. Yeah. It's not like that was your only pick of the whole draft, by the way.
That's true.
You could have gotten Dean, even though apparently he don't want to have surgery or something like that, which is a little weird. And then you say, "Hey, Cole, you want to come on the team?" Pause. In the second,
I wasn't even thinking. Yeah.
In the second round, bro. Like, I'm disgusted, Josh. I can't even do it.
Me too. That was disgusting, Cody. Why would you say that?
Listen. There's just sometimes you gotta pause, bro. You say some things.
Want to come on the team?
I mean, is that not a pause moment?
Could you imagine when Bill said that though? Like if he also said pause, like, "Hey Cole, you want to come on the Patriots?" Pause.
I would. You know what? I would actually enjoy Bill.
That'd be hilarious.
Bill the GM is the worst thing that ever happened to the Patriots.
Really?
Listen, let Bill only sign undrafted free agents, but let anybody else in the room draft.
I think that's a smart move.
Undrafted free agents, he's goated. Malcolm Butler.
He does suck at drafting, man.
It's just
Sony Michel over Nick Chubb, N'Keal Harry.
Who was in that N'Keal Harry draft? Was that the DK one or the Justin Jefferson one?
I think it was before both.
No, I thought it was one of them.
No, I think it has to be the DK one. It's not the Justin Jefferson one. But that's DK and AJ Brown. You're just like N'Keal Harry, boom. But to Bill's credit, N'Keal Harry was a beast at Arizona State.
Yeah, don't care. Stop taking advice from your friends, Nick Saban and Herm Edwards.
You want to listen to Nick Saban, the GOAT?
Yeah, maybe if it's like a defensive tackle, which
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah.
defensive tackle, or they've had some good wide receivers out there.
No, if you're drafting from Alabama, it's not really ever a bad pick.
I mean, yeah, but unless the Patriots draft them, obviously, then it's an awful pick.
It is.
Listen, Josh, you got anything else before I cry?
No, I got nothing.
All right. Well, we will end it there.
Go over Underdog, actually. Go over Underdog. My
Yes.
parlay again. I'll say it again. Luke over 30.5. Aiton over 18.5. Crowder over 1.5 threes. Booker over 32.5 points, rebounds, assists. Double your first deposit. You put 10 in, you can place 20 on this and win 200. Boom. Boom. You want 200 in your pocket? Use code Gen Z.
Who doesn't want to go from fat-free to whole milk?
Exact. Or, wheat to white. Who doesn't?
You know what? Exactly.
Whole
grain, multi-grain, pumpernickel.
Yes, exactly. That's
to a nice loaf of Italian.
It's really just so simple, guys.
Really,
Pumpernickel to Italian. That's just how
AFC is. The AFC East is as it stands as of post-draft. Gosh, Vic, giving me tongue twisters out here. Bills, then Gangrene, then Miami, and then Pats.
I like the Jets this year, man. I like it.
That's a bold statement. I'm not a big listen. I am not a big Zach Wilson guy.
I am a huge Zach Wilson guy, man. I love Zach Wilson. He's so.
I'm a huge milk guy, biggest one out there.
We're aware.
But Zach Wilson, one of the smaller Zach Wilson guys out there.
Man, Zach Wilson's insanely good, man. Love him.
Who did he play for?
BYU.
Yeah, see, I'm good.
Brigham Young. He won me a lot of money that year, man. That was my opening season. That's why I love college football against Zach Wilson, man. He was putting up numbers. BYU is easy money.
All right, Josh, tell everybody where they can find you. We'll get on out of here.
Yeah, follow me on Twitter at JoeLynn_4. Make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel so you can chat with us. Like Vic and Tyrell were all episode.
Yes,
love
sir.
chatting with you guys. And make sure you tune in next Monday, 7 Eastern.
Exactly. As for me, you know what it is by now. Anthony Conover _ over there on Twitter. You can follow the pod and the show right here, Gen Z Sports. Tuesdays I do the hard count with me and CJ. Obviously, that is everything in the football world. So we'll dive even deeper into the draft. Everything that's going on, break down some of the trades. We didn't even mention Hollywood Brown got traded. DeAndre Hopkins got suspended in the first 6 games for using PEDs. Tyron Smith signed with the Saints.
Oh, yeah, I did not know that.
Yes, signed with the Saints.
Wait, you mean you said Tyron Smith?
Oh, not Tyron Smith. Honey Badger, I meant.
Okay, I was like, Tyron Smith was a free agent?
Tyron Smith.
It's like
Honey Badger, I meant. See, this is why do I call people by their names and not their nicknames? See what I did? But I will also, let's see what else. Oh, Backstop Banter Thursday. Everything in the baseball world, basically the hard count, but a baseball version of it. And that's all I got. So if you enjoy what you're seeing, make sure you go listen to the podcast. If you missed anything, go listen to the podcast. Available everywhere. Apple Podcasts, Spotify, iHeartRadio. You can watch the replay live on YouTube. So make sure you check all of those out and listen, everybody. It's been a grand old time. But we'll catch you on the next episode, all right?